Okay, so yesterday I reported on streaming sticks for the Xbox. I actually want to give some more thoughts on this because I think there's multiple ways that this could go, and it could definitely be really good for Xbox in terms of expanding their ecosystem. So, first thing I want to say is, yes, there is also a full episode coming out later. That will probably be out maybe half an hour after this one, hopefully. So, don't think I'm not doing a full episode. That will be happening. Just not right at this very minute. But let's kind of get into this streaming stick, because I have a few opinions on it. My first opinion, why did I buy Series X? JK, loving it and cannot wait for it to get here. I am eagerly waiting. There are 2 weeks and 3 days left until the Xbox arrives. Yes, I am doing a countdown, because frankly I'm looking forward to it. So yeah. But yeah, wow. These streaming sticks, they definitely sound like they're going to be amazing. In theory, if it does go ahead in the way I think it's gonna go, and you can just buy these cards separately and have a Game Pass subscription, then I think Xbox just went from, and obviously you'll have to buy a controller separately, or maybe you can buy a bundle with a controller and a streaming stick. I think Xbox just went from equaling with Sony, I'm predicting it to be a fairly even battle this year, to outright crushing them. Honestly, I think this is how Xbox beat Sony. So currently, yes, you've got game streaming on your phone. It's amazing. It's great. Phones aren't ready for, phone displays are great, but they're not big enough for that. Yeah, no phone screen is going to be big enough for you to have a proper experience of playing games. But if I can plug a small dongle into my TV and just stream my Xbox games to my TV without having to power on my massive Xbox, or say I'm going on holiday or around with friends and we both want to play Xbox games and my friend doesn't have an Xbox, and I'm like, I can be like, okay, hang on a sec, I'll bring my streaming stick with me. I go on holiday with my family, and we just plug our little streaming stick into the TV, connect the controller, or controllers, if you're allowed multiple controllers, I don't know how it's going to work, and instantaneous, it works. Because the thing about this is that it also provides a way to kind of redefine gaming. I hate it, but it will redefine gaming. Because suddenly you don't have to spend £450 to get access to the power of a £450 console. Because Xbox are also upgrading the server blades to Series X hardware, which I cannot wait for. I'm really looking forward to that, actually, because if these server blades are pushing out at 4K, the quality on everybody's device will massively increase. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that works and just how good it is, really. It sounds like it's going to be pretty amazing. And yeah, that's my take. But another thing Phil Spencer said is that they could also do a new tier of Game Pass. This is where things get a bit hazy for me. I'm hoping this isn't where it goes, but in theory they're going to be this Game Pass Platinum. Now, it will give people guaranteed access to the next generation of Xbox hardware. Very all-accessy to me. It could be a rebranding of Xbox All Access. I think it would be good actually to bring it under the Game Pass name. It makes it a bit clearer what it includes, and it just makes it a bit better and more consistent across all the kind of subscription things that you have. But it could also be that but Platinum is Platinum is Game Pass on PC, Xbox, EA Play. Cannot wait for that on November 10th. I've got a good few EA games that I own, that I used to own. I sold the game discs because I wasn't really playing them. So I figured, hey, get some money. And boom. We're now going to get a nice, shiny new console. So I got a new... So yeah, that's going to be good because all my games are on EA Play. So that's going to be really good to see. And it also includes a streaming stick and streaming services. So if Platinum is what you need for the streaming stick, and say it's an extra £5 a month, I will increase my subscription by £5 a month. From 10 to 15 for that streaming stick. I would be willing to do it. Truthfully, I would be willing to do it if I was someone who didn't have an Xbox. I'd be willing to pay that £4 extra a month to use for streaming stick. If it's what I think it's going to be, no. I think it's going to be a rebranding of All Access. But would I be mad if that's how they did it? No, not at all. I'd be really happy because I could do... But I do also think that they should allow a streaming stick to be brought separately. Now, in terms of the streaming stick and prices I'd think for it, with a full streaming stick like a Roku or an Amazon Prime or Chromecast with Google TV, those things cost on the anywhere between 30 to over 100 to 100 quid, yeah, depending on what brand you get. But the thing is, with this, it doesn't have access to apps or anything. It is an Xbox-made piece of hardware. I could see it being maybe 20 to 30 quid. 20 to 30 quid, you buy a small dongle, you stick it in a TV, and you can play games. That would make the Xbox platform the most versatile platform of anything. It would make it more versatile than Switch. Honestly. It is a dongle I can take out of my TV and put into my TV. Now, as for the UI of the Xbox, I'm actually going to work on a sort of a concept UI for what I think the new dashboard could be for a Series X upgrade next year in October. There's speculation that there won't be any massive upgrades to the dashboard for either early next year, just due to other projects Microsoft are working on. But I'm going to do kind of like a reimagined dashboard experience of what I think they should do with it. Taking inspiration from Sony, but also inspiration from Microsoft Live Tiles on Windows 10. It will be better, I promise. But I will be taking inspiration. And just also have my own visual flair. A small reimagining of a guide, more similar to how it was originally. Actually, no, I prefer the sideways scrolling, never mind. But I am definitely looking at ways to kind of reimagine the guide in a couple of ways as well. I think it would just be interesting to take a look at this sort of thing. I'm in self-isolation all week, so my time to do these sorts of things is immense. I'm isolated until Saturday, not allowed out until Sunday or so. I can't remember exactly what the rules are on it, but like what day I'm allowed out, but I'm basically not allowed out until after my half term. So for the next week, I just got to kind of focus on stuff to distract myself, and I think redesigning the Xbox experience is something I'm interested in. So I'm going to give that a go, see what I can do. I'm not a graphic designer by any means, but I am a game developer, and hey. Yeah, I definitely think though that this streaming stick is good for Xbox overall. It provides users a clear, easy way to kind of use their console, to use their Game Pass subscription, without really paying much in terms of an upfront fee. Yes, there's the ongoing fee of a Game Pass subscription, but I'd be willing to pay a subscription for £15 a month, get access to over 200 games. Lots of people say over 100. If you actually go on the Xbox website, and you check Game Pass library, you'll see it's about 270 something. Let's go on there now. But last I checked, it's 270 for it's 270 for about 270 or so for Xbox itself. 100 and something for PC. And also 100 and something for xCloud. So it's definitely a massive selection of games that you get access to with Game Pass. A lot of people say it's anti-consumer, etc, etc. Personally, I think that this is probably the most consumer thing that's ever been included in something like this before. You got things like Destiny 2 where you get access to the Beyond Light expansion day one. That's huge. I'm not paying for Beyond Light, and I think that's absolutely incredible. They recently added Rainbow Six Siege to the collection. I downloaded it, haven't had a chance to play it, but like, the point is, you don't need to pay for games really, and that's what I find incredible. So let's go to take a look at the library to see how many games there are. But as far as I'm aware, it's 270 for the console, 100 something for PC, and 100 something for cloud. So let's go console titles. Let's go to console. Come on, load. Okay, so console titles, 250. Okay, I was slightly off on that. 254 titles on console. So when they say over 100, they are severely understating their library with that. 254 titles, not including the how many games are going to be being added through EA Play later in just under a month. In under a month, again 2 weeks and 3 days until EA Play joins the library. So you've got 254 games on your console. It's about 212 games on your PC now. And cloud, I think, is 178, yeah. So you're not quite crossing the 200 mark yet with cloud gaming. We'll see how that changes when EA Play is added to Game Pass, but the point is, you get some pretty amazing perks as well. So obviously you've got cloud gaming. Some of you actually have touch-enabled versions of them, which are really nice to see Xbox doing. Understandably, it takes a while to adapt every single game for touch controls. But once they've made it through the current library, I can see that kind of being a standard feature of games as they're pushed out. EA Play, coming on November 10th. Again, I cannot wait to give that a go. Loads of games in there. Free trials and every single perk with EA Play included at no cost increase to Game Pass as it isn't today. You get some incredible perks, you get add-ons, consumables, just really good stuff for your games actually. That's nice to add on with Ultimate. And then there's also quests, so you get Microsoft reward points by playing games in the library. Yeah, think of that as you will really. I don't mind. Microsoft reward points are cool, but they don't give you much. But the point is, it's actually really good. Every Xbox exclusive every Xbox first-party title comes to Game Pass on day one. So every game from any company under the ZeniMax umbrella, Obsidian, 343, who else is it? Ninja Theory, just to name a few. That's just to name a few games that do come out. So it's absolutely incredible to see this coming, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we eventually see this kind of swap out to possibly make it to over 300 on console at some point, just with Microsoft announcing more games over the next few years. But some of this technically does include DLC for Destiny. For Destiny, I think this actually goes on to including Shadowkeep and Forsaken as different games. So take 2 of those off, you got 252. Still good though. Still very good. So yeah, it includes Destiny 2, Forsaken, and Shadowkeep as separate titles. I guess they are kind of separate in a way. Really, Destiny 2 is free to play for everyone. Forsaken and Shadowkeep are massive story and expansions that are basically a whole new game. So fair play. Okay, I'm going to sign off for this kind of bonus episode of my thoughts on game streaming and Game Pass in general. I will have a more complete overview on what Game Pass game streaming is like after the Series X comes out. I decided to put Game Pass streaming on a back burner just because I know I said I'd do a review after about a month or so of it being released, but due to the Series X coming out, pre-orders being announced, I decided to wait to compare it with how the Series X is today, because whilst I won't be on Series X Server Blade, I can compare the experience on there to my Series X, load times, etc., etc. It's gonna be good. Also, today's video, in theory, could be a video episode. I'm not gonna make promises, because it depends on how the setup works, etc., etc. But hopefully, we get a video episode today. I'm hoping for it, but I can't guarantee it. Okay, thanks for listening, everyone. My name is Luke, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. In an episode later tonight, and every episode until the 1st of November. Thanks for listening.